to the cage. Our guest here today is a 2017 state champion representing those Bearcats of Walton-Verona. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Yeah, my name's Hunter Ruber. I wrestled for Walton from 2014 to 17 is when I graduated.
And like I said, man, you are 2017 heavyweight state wrestling champion. And real quick, we'll go over the Walton-Verona state champions. There's 9 in the history. 2013, 170 pounds, Lane Jones. 2017, 126 pounds, Ryan Moore. You in 2017 at heavyweight. 2018, Ryan Moore at 132. 2020, Spencer Moore, 106. 2020, Dalton Mayer, 195. 2021, Isaac Thornton at 132. 2021, Spencer at 120. And then 2018, Mason Smith at 170. You make our 8th Walton-Verona state champion out of the 9. So Lane Jones, here's looking at you, big man. We got to get you on so we can complete the, I'm not sure what a nine-sided, what's a nine-sided shape called? I know octagon's an 8-shot. I'm sure some of you guys are screaming at your phones right now going on what a 9-sided is, but I'd love to get with you, Lane, man. Holler at me, reach out to me. Love to get with you and get Walton-Verona complete. So the standard question I like to ask everybody is, what gets you into wrestling? How do you find it?
For me, it's actually probably an answer you don't get a lot. I actually hate wrestling. I hated it all throughout my career. You know, I started in 5th grade, wrestled 6th, 7th, 8th. I think I took off my freshman year because again, I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, but I just could never like it until really junior and senior years when I actually started to enjoy it more. I think, I just started doing a lot more beating kids up than, taking beatings when I was, super young.
Yeah.
Even though I won state in 8th grade, it was just like, yeah, whatever, won state, cool. Still, I just didn't like it. So I don't know. For me, it was something to help me with football because that was my main sport that I liked. But yeah, I just could never like it really till I almost graduated, and that's when it kind of started clicking, and I was having a lot of fun with it. So you probably don't hear that a lot, do you?
No. I mean, that's one of the beauties about this series is getting to hear so many different stories, so many different life lessons, life journeys. So we've had a number of people on this series that have said, grandpa wrestled, dad wrestled, all my brothers, my uncles, the whole neighborhood wrestled where I grew up. So I just kind of fell into it and I just, didn't know any different. But you're a rare breed, or if you could say, like my channel, you're a different breed, saying that you hated it. So I'm sure there are people in school that are going to be watching this, whether it's high school, middle school, elementary school. What pieces of advice, if you will, I guess, would you give people maybe that are in the same boat as you that are doing it and they still hate it? Because it's kind of a paradox. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I'd say, really stick with it because like I said at the end, of my wrestling career, I started to actually enjoy it, and um it really helps you with so many things, not only, with other sports, but things in life because it's really a really testing sport, mentally, physically. So you just, if you stick with it, you'll kind of find your groove and get, to the spot that you like, and maybe get good enough to, win state, and then you might actually enjoy it. So
I completely understand. And you said it helped you with football, offensive or defensive line?
I actually wasn't on the line. I was a linebacker and a
Okay.
fullback. So it helped me a lot defensively. Yeah.
Wow. No, I
Yeah, I
mean,
was.
what were you in, like, watching the video? Unless you were just absolute chiseled out of granite bones, you don't look to be in the 285 range. You probably look to be about 240, 250. Was that about right in high school?
Yeah, I never really weighed my actual weight that I wrestled. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wrestled 220 early high school, and I was 210 probably, and then put some weight on going into my junior year, and I was 245, 250. So that's about what I wrestled the entire year. I'd come into practice and meets with canes, chicken fingers, and all my teammates would be spinning bottles and wearing sweatsuits. So
Yeah.
it's good life for me. But yeah, I
I was gonna
wrestled
say
way up.
the heavyweights usually have it like that. They can just about eat what they want, unless they're just on that 285 threshold. But
Oh yeah.
let's go over your high school state championship run, if you will. In 2016, you run in to some guy in the semifinals named Landon Young,
Yep.
and he gets you with a pin 1 minute, but you end up coming in fourth place that year. So I mean, if you're going to get beat by the eventual state champion, and then get beat by one of the best, what's considered to be one of the best high school wrestlers at heavyweight to ever come to Kentucky, just because what he was able to do in the in SEC for Kentucky, and then playing now for the New Orleans Saints in the NFL. So, not too much to be sad about there. I'm sure he probably wasn't happy with the result, but like I said, if you're gonna get beat, why not get beat by the champ, right?
Right. Yep.
Madison Southern's Justice Williams finished third with a pin of Walton-Verona's Hunter Ruber.
Your senior year, of course, heavyweight, you start off the tournament with a fall over Tate Morris from Taylor County with a pin, of course, 1 minute 39 seconds. So not too bad. Second round, you get a pin over Isaac Marmette from St. Xavier, 4 minutes 44 seconds, and Isaac goes on to get 7th place that year. You get to the quarters, you're wrestling Byron Pierce of Johnson Central. You win that by an 8-2 decision. Byron goes on to get 4th place, but don't feel bad for Byron. He goes on 2018 and 2019 heavyweight state champion. So 2016 wrestled Landon. 2017 you wrestled the eventual 2-time state champion. So right there you're kind of the carabiner for 4 years of the heavyweight state championship. You get to the semis, you're wrestling Christian Denny from Wayne County. You win that by decision, 4-1. Christian gets 5th place. You get to the finals, and you're wrestling Carius Washington from Dixie Heights. Now, for those of us not from the Northern Kentucky area, Dixie Heights is a Northern Kentucky school. I would have to imagine they're in your region, correct?
Yep, that's right.
And what county is Dixie Heights in?
Boone County.
So,
I think.
and Walton's in Boone County as well, correct? Walton-Verona, the actual high school?
Correct.
That's what I thought. So I'm growing up in school and stuff. Did you have to wrestle Carius a bunch?
No, not really. It was just my senior year is when I wrestled him. I wrestled him at Regions, and then maybe one other time, or it might have just been Regions, and that was it. There in state.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. And the thing too, of course, we're gonna go ahead and tell you win it, but you wrestled Byron in the quarters. Like I said, 2018, 2019 state champion. Carius Washington wrestled Byron the following year in the state finals, and of course that video's on the channel. And Byron wins a 1-0 decision over Carius in 2018. So it's kind of cool, man. That way we can kind of piece the puzzle together here. You win your semifinals with a decision over Denny from Wayne County, knowing that you're going to the state championship. What's going through your head?
Like throughout that whole year, the amount of preparation I put into that, and the amount of preparation the coaches put into me as well. Like I kind of expected to be there, and it wasn't anything crazy to me. It was just like, yep, like this is what we had in mind. This is what was going to happen. So it was cool to be in that position, but like I said, we expected that. So
No, I get it. And of course, you've got a teammate Ryan Moore in the finals with you, 126 pounds. So, Walton's just got such a great program, man. They got, Jason Moore. They got, I think Keegan Duncan is up there now. Dave Barnes, Coach Roth is there, head coach Roth, and just, phenomenal wrestling program. You're always going to see a Walton-Verona. It seems like you always see a Walton-Verona wrestler in the finals, no matter what year it is. You're always going to hear. It always seems like there's one of the Oldham County schools has somebody north, south, or Oldham County, Walton-Verona, and North Hardin. Seems like always that's like a state law that one of those schools have to have somebody in the finals every single year. So has it been a while since you've seen your state finals match video?
It's probably been 2 or 3 years since I've watched it on YouTube, and every now and again, probably once a year, I'll go back and just watch it and reminisce a little bit.
And it's a great match. I mean, it really, especially the way that it ends. We want you guys to follow along. Just the ending of it. This is kind of like a buried treasure, because like I said, when I get the videos and I get files or I get tape sent to me, I'll go through, skim through, make sure that it's complete, make sure we have all the weights, make sure there's no glitches or whatever. And that's what I've done with 2017. I got it, and I was cutting your video down the other night to get ready for this, and I was like, whoa, nobody ever talks about this, but this is a really great match. So I think we've had enough of us rambling, and there we are at the horse park, walking up to the line, knowing this is the last time that I guess like you said, you've developed a love for the sport, knowing this is the last time you're probably going to wrestle competitively, especially, for your high school. One shot as Eminem would say, you got one shot, one opportunity, sees everything you ever wanted. Would you capture it or slip? Now, I don't see you, wearing a sweater, have any mom's spaghetti on it. You got that blue, black, and white Walton-Verona singlet on. Are you nervous? Are you like, this is, business as usual?
I was slightly nervous because, I wrestled him in regions, in the region finals, and I was beating him. But, for my team to win the regions as a whole, I had to pin him. So I threw like I had an arm and lost to him. So I was like, well, I lost. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm also like, but I was beating the whole time. So, I've got this.
I got you. So, and that's a good little piece of trivia to know that I guess he got you the week before. So now it's payback time, right?
Yep, that's right.
All right, here we go. You got the world famous Joe Catan as your referee on the whistle. Looks like you're really heavy, working that head really heavy there.
Yeah, trying to wear him down a lot, just at the start, because I know he gets tired pretty quick just from wrestling him one time.
Yeah.
220 pounds, state medalist, is reported in the awards area at this time.
Of course, you can't tell we're at the horse park there.
Yeah, I'm really
It's a horse park, but we got two bulls going at it.
I'm really trying to set him up later on for that takedown and just get him used to me pulling on his head, so that later on he thinks he's comfortable with it,
Right. Now, heavyweights, for the most, not all the time, this series has proved it, but for the most part, if you have 2 or 3 good techniques, you're going to win a lot of heavyweight matches. But man, watching this, you're very technical. I mean, you really are.
Yeah, I really hated wrestling like, a big boy. I couldn't stand just standing there pushing each other. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I really wrestled like a 120 pounder at
yeah,
heart.
I mean, you move. I mean, you move phenomenal. I believe it looks like the assistant. I can't tell who that is. I'm sure somebody will post it in the comments. Do you have a lot of family, a lot of friends in the crowd here?
I think I had, yeah, like, my mom, dad, my sisters, my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife. And I think I had some friends there too. Yeah, a bunch of my friends came to see me.
I got you. So he wins the toss. He takes down. Now on top here, knowing you'd wrestled him before, was it kind of the same game plan? Let's just wear him down, or
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna hold him as long as I can and just beat on him, and if I can roll him over, then so be it. But that was really all it was. Just making work for it, getting off the bottom there.
right? So you stand up here, and that's the famous clip that I just or screenshot I just posted on Facebook earlier.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are watching this. That's a good mat return. All right, so you just kind of cut him. Scores now, he's up 1-0, but it's a long match still. I believe that the camera is closest to the Walton-Verona bench or the Walton-Verona corner.
Yeah.
I think I hear Coach Ross' familiar voice.
Yep. You can't miss his voice.
And there, nice shot. Boom! You go in, you get a takedown right there. So 2-1. You've had two really good takedowns, or one takedown, one mat return this period. So keeping the pressure on him.
Yep, trying to. And again, I know he gets tired quick, so I'm just staying with him there.
Joe hit you with a star right there for not taking him down in the 5, which that's a good call, Joe. So end of the period, it's going to be your choice. You take down. That was just like an instinct. As soon as he got the opportunity, take down.
I almost always take down because I know I can get out.
Mm-hmm. You're up 2-1.
I'll take a little break first, then I get up. Don't worry.
Yeah. It happens. I can tell you that's a rough looking referee crew back there.
Yeah.
Kentucky State Police most wanted tip line is going to be ringing off the hook after a while. You get right here, you get you one.
Yeah.
So it's 3-1 now.
I think this is where something bad happens, self-inflicted a little bit. I'm gonna hear some.
Yeah, I was wanting to get your reaction when it happens. Because that was a very good. That was such a lightweight maneuver right there. That I'm sure you guys call it a gazzoni or whatever. But when you come out right there, That was very good on your part.
Oh, is
So
that
now we're
what I call?
tied. Now we're
Yeah.
tied 3-3 late in the third period.
Hooked on my own dang shoe.
Right here. When I was watching this, I was going, oh, stop it. Knee.
I don't know why that didn't hurt, but it didn't hurt. I mean, I probably could have went further.
I was going to ask you if you felt anything pop or anything tear, because, man, that's two big men right there, man, going hard.
Yeah, no, I didn't hurt at all.
Right here, get the reversal, and you get the reversal. You end up winning by a score of 5-3. Excellent burst right there at the end.
Yeah, I did not want to go to overtime with him at all.
I don't blame you, man.
I was just done.
Just a good coach right there, man. And that's where this one ends, man. Great match, great flurry there at the end. Were you kind of sitting on that, like in the reserve gas tank, knowing that you could pull it out, a little bit of energy?
Well, so I've never done a Granby in a match before, but I've used it in practices and just messing around since like I was young, like middle school. And I don't know why it popped into my head with 7 seconds left, tied in the state championship. But I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to use it. And it just kind of happened and it worked out. And it got me a state championship. So,
Yeah, I mean, what a perfect time to use it, right?
oh, yeah.
So kids, if you drill a move and you never think that you're going to use it, listen to what your coach says. He may come in handy with 7 seconds to go, tying the state championship. Might just be there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like I said, man, it's a great match. It goes back and forth. I was, like I said, I was just like, whoa! It's the mat return that you have, the takedown trip, the knee potentially dangerous. I was like, oh, Joe, stop that! Oh, look at his knee! And then that last flurry right there, man. It's just a great match. It really is all the way around. It's a good performance. So. At some point, we all know high school ends, wrestling ends for us. Where did life take you after school?
So I actually went to Georgetown College to play football. And I wasn't really a fan of the college itself. Football was fine, but I didn't like the school environment and stuff. It just kind of felt like high school over again. It was just kind of small, and I wanted more out of college. Plus I was doing ROTC like with the Army at UK. And so I transferred to Eastern to just do ROTC there. And I pursued a biology degree and got that. And now I'm applying to dental school. So it worked out.
No kidding.
Yeah. So
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I could be mistaken, but I think when we come up to we done the videos at Dalton Mayer's house and Isaac Thornton was there too. I think you were like on, was it Army leave? Am I right about that, or National Guard duty or something to that effect?
Yeah, I think I had drill.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was that's cool that you were able to pursue that life and pursue and I think you would be the second dentist that we have on the channel, because we Andy Mulcahy from Boone County, 1982 state champion. He's a dentist, I guess, up there in your all's area. So, we got
he's one of my coaches.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, well, he helped out. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I know Andy's been around for, well, I guess we should call him on here, be respectful. Dr. Mulcahy, he's been around for a long time. A lot of people have said that he's, helped out different programs. And as of this filming, he was at the previous middle school. I think he was even helping Walton, if I'm not mistaken, the Walton youth team. So it's kind of cool, man. So if I'm ever up Northern Kentucky and I need a dentist, I'll be sure to holler at one of you guys.
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Eating a slice of La Rosa's pizza. And I'm like, hey, I need a dentist. But man,
Yeah.
for real, before we end this, do you have anything you'd like to say or add, before we wrap this one up?
No, just thank you for having me on. This is a cool opportunity to go back and watch it and talk about it. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, man. I would, wanted to get with you and really want to complete that Walton-Verona 9-sided, whatever it's called. I'm sure whenever I find it, I'll insert the image or what it's called here, 9-sided, whatever. That way we can go back and laugh at it later. And everybody good at geometry. I was not good in geometry or algebra, if you couldn't tell. So the name escapes me. But ma'am, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. It's great, to get this video on and let people see the beauty or organically what the series has been able to do, what we've been able to do, when we have, everybody's bracket and we're able to talk about who you wrestled, how you done the years before, who you wrestled them. The history is getting out there. We're able to put there's not another sport that Kentucky has that across the nation that has the accessibility as far as state championships and the information that Kentucky wrestling does. Nobody, nothing. There's not another sport on this continent that has the accessibility that Kentucky high school wrestling does, and that's because of this series. But another organic part of this series that has kind of blossomed is the people that aren't familiar with wrestling, but I guess the reality TV craze back in the early 2000s got a lot of people invested in more like human interest type of get to know the characters, get to know the people behind, and they'll see me out and they'll be like, Alex, you've got to tell me, you got to post on your Facebook or do a video whenever wrestling season starts or whenever they're having meets. We got to come watch. This is so cool that we didn't realize how intense it can be or how exciting. I was like, nope. Whenever we start getting schedules, I'll start putting them out. That way people can know, when meets are. And like this match, after this video gets out, people are going to talk about how good this match is just because of the ending of it, how you were able to get a reversal with 7 seconds left and end up winning it. I mean, like I said, it's a match that doesn't get talked about, but I guarantee it will be brought up in conversation as one of the better heavyweight finals. So I love, being able to put the information out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great idea.
All right, man. Well, that's all that we have. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the mats.